What's up, everybody? I'm back. We survived Snowpocalypse 2.0. We're here at the gym, and we're going to be talking about what the workouts are going to be for this week. So here's the deal. Last week we had the swings, we had the squats, and we had the 360s. This week we're going to do a lot of lunging, and we're going to start progressing you into a dynamic pullover. It's going to be a little bit different. We're going to have similar form, but we're going to kind of modify the lunge every time. So today we're going to have a certain type of lunge. Wednesday it'll change a little bit. Friday it will change a little bit. And then we're going to put out another video about what you're going to play with on your off days, okay? And it's going to start to get a little bit more fun, a little bit more dynamic. We're going to talk about flipping the hammer and things like that. So you've got that to look forward to. Today we're going to talk about two types of lunges. One is going to be a shoulder supported lunge, just adding some load to lunges, to normal lunges. And then the other is going to be starting to move the hammer through a range of motion, goal being a chop lunge that we're going to get to on Friday, which is a movement that you're going to love for its usefulness but hate because of how much it hurts. Other than that, we're going to start moving you into a back supported position, okay? Talking about how to properly brace for that. And eventually, by the end of the week, we're going to get you moving in and out of that bracing position or starting to build the strength to be able to do so. So let's get to it. Lunge number one, I want you to take these lunges on a pendulum motion, meaning we're going to keep your base leg planted and lunge forward into a lunge and backward into a lunge. So we're getting both a forward and a backward lunge. That's going to count as one rep. So what I want you to think about is lunging down. You don't have to kiss this knee, but you do have to get it within an inch of the ground. So you can be here, press back, okay, and then directly into a reverse lunge. And the goal would be to pendulum this, step forward and step back, okay? Just like you're walking, we're gonna get you forward and back. Do the best that you can not to force yourself onto a balance beam. This is gonna be hard enough without having to add the balance element. So your feet should be pretty close to shoulder to hip width apart as you do these lunges. If you need to, take some chalk and just put a mark on the floor to give yourself a guidepost to get into that position, okay? So as we go with the hammer, here's what it's gonna look like. I'm gonna go up to my shoulder, okay? I'm on my right side. I'm gonna step forward with my right leg first. So my left leg is gonna stay in place. I've got two hands on the hammer, okay? Trying to keep my eye line even with the handle of the hammer, okay? That's gonna kind of cast me off. It's gonna make me a target of eye line. I'm gonna step forward into the lunge, kiss, step right back into the lunge, and kiss, okay? The balance of this is gonna be really, really difficult. You see there, I kind of lost it, because I'm talking to you, okay? So we're going down, step it back, down, step it back, okay? All right, and we're gonna go long count, which means you need to get a forward lunge and a backward lunge to get you one rep. It means I'm gonna be pretty mean with this, right? Your first 3 sets, we're gonna do this shoulder supported lunge. Your second 3 sets, we're going to start moving this lunge through a range of motion. So I'm gonna start on my shoulder, I'm gonna lunge forward, and I'm just gonna pull the hammer down into front support. When I stand, put the hammer back to the shoulder, and then when I lunge back, I'm gonna pull the hammer back down into front support. So it looks like this. I'm going to lunge, pull it down, okay, keep your shoulders back nice and tall, take it back to the shoulder. Again, we're gonna pendulum this so the left leg doesn't move yet. I'm gonna go back and together. Forward, together, back, together, okay? As you start to move the hammer, the big thing that you're gonna feel is an inclination to hunch over here and get this rounded position in your back. So film yourself from the side. Remember, we're making armpit lemonade here. There's a lemon underneath your arm. You're gonna squeeze the juice out, really make sure your lats are engaged. You're gonna be nice and tall, elbows nice and tight to the sides, okay? You're gonna get 6 sets of lunges in. I'm gonna be really mean here and say I want you to get 20 each leg. Okay, this is gonna be a lot of lunges. Rest when you need to. In between these sets, so you're gonna do 20 on the left, 20 on the right. They don't need to go unbroken yet. As you continue on in your training, you're going to try and increase the number of lunges that you can do without needing to stop, okay? The other side of this is going to be for time. Well, you're going to use a time marker and try and move through as many ranges of motion in a given amount of time. We're going to set two 2-minute clocks, okay? You're going to move 2 minutes on the right and then 2 minutes on the left. And here's what we're going for. We've done the 360, okay? Now we're going to start taking that 360 and breaking it down into its incremental parts. So I'm going to go back over my head, okay? And then I'm going to pull around my head back to the front. So if my right hand is on top like it is now, I'm going back over my head, and then it's going to go over my right shoulder past my right ear, back into the front, all right? Think about two things. When you're in the back, I need to make sure that my abs are on, okay? So none of this, okay? If you're feeling hyperextended or pressure in your lower back, that's a good indicator that your abs are off. So crunch down into that, okay? Make sure your glutes are squeezed, make sure your quads are squeezed. The other thing is we're gonna try and release this elbow to be able to be straight up and down as an extension of your spine. What a lot of you are going to find is that you're stuck here, especially if you're doing a lot of pressing, a lot of conventional fitness stuff. That elbow is going to get stuck. So don't be afraid to let this rest in the back, okay? Take it directly over the head, let it rest in the back, all right? Take a couple of breaths, then pull it to the right, back down, all right? That's going to be the first 2 minutes. Your second 2 minutes is going to be switching the hands so the left is on top, take it back, bring it down over the left shoulder. As you keep going with this, you're going to find your triceps really start to burn out pulling from that back position. That's good, don't worry about it. It's activating the way that it's supposed to, but every rep, take it over. Abs, glutes, quads, everything on. Let the elbows go, then bring it back down, armpit lemonade. Okay, so that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna do 6 sets of lunges. First 6 are gonna be on the shoulder. First 3 are gonna be on the shoulder. Second 3, you're gonna be pulling down into front support. In between each one, you're gonna spend 2 minutes going overhead and pulling to the right, 2 minutes going overhead and pulling to the left. Do make those 2 minutes unbroken in time. By the end, you might be only getting 1 or 2 reps in 2 minutes. That's fine. We're gonna be getting a lot of useful stretching, okay? The hammer is going to be pulling you back into an increased range of motion, okay? So that's your workout for today. Wednesday, the structure is gonna be similar, but we're gonna change the lunge a little bit. So look for a video tomorrow night about that. Have fun. Film this stuff, put it up online so I can take a look and let you know how you're doing. Tag us up, like it, share it, all that good stuff, because it really means a lot and it's really useful to the development of the hammer. And yeah, have fun. Bye.